So at Playworks, we have a tradition of giving special claps, and I would like your help giving a special clap to all my partners over here doing such amazing work. So we're going to go with the classic. It's called the whoosh clap, and the way it works is I say 1, 2, 3, clap, and we go whoosh, and we send all our love, respect, and admiration, and they just get there and sit there and absorb it. But you have to stand up to do this, so everybody stand up. Everyone with me? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, clap. Whoosh. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, have a seat, but don't get too comfortable because I'm going to invite you to play. After all, we are from Playworks. And we're going to play a little game called Stand Up, Sit Down. And it's pretty easy, as you might guess from the title. And the way it works is I'm going to make a statement. And if this statement is true for you, you're going to stand up. And you're going to look around, see who else is standing and sitting, and then you're going to sit back down. Okay, thumbs up if you understand. Okay, awesome. So let's get started. So if you are the oldest child in your family, stand up. Okay. I've heard the term bossy. I prefer assertive. Sit down. I'm oldest. If you can speak another language other than English, stand up. Wow, nice. A lot of polyglots. Okay, sit back down. Okay, if you can code, stand up. Oh, all right, okay. All right, sit back down. If you have had the opportunity recently to whip nene, stand up. Thank you, thank you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, see me afterwards, I'll fill you in. If you have read the Harry Potter books, stand up, please. Okay. All right, sit back down. If you've ever owned a snake in your life, stand up. Mm-hmm. Sit back down. Slytherin. And if you have either been kissed or hugged today, stand up. Aww. No, for those of you not standing, there's still a few hours left. Okay, sit back down. Okay, so I just spent 2 minutes of my time playing a game with you, but I did that because I hope you sensed something there. I hope you sensed some engagement, maybe a little energy, a shift in the room, some excitement, some like, oh, I wonder if he's going to say something that applies to me next. And I just wanted to remind you of what play can do. You know, play can do that. It can shift a room. It can get you more engaged. It can change your physiology. It can do lots of wonderful things. So my name is Robert Sindelar, and I'm the Regional Executive Officer with Playworks. And my days on program and playground are a little far behind me. I like to call myself seasoned, although my staff just calls me old sometimes. But I do get the opportunity to go out on the playground and visit our program with donors and board members and other people. And so last spring I was out at Glen Park Elementary right here in San Francisco. And our coach there, Coach Noel, had set up a great playground, a great recess. And there was a lot going on. She set up a new game that day. It was called 1, 2, 3, shoot. It was like this mini basketball hoop. And there was a lot going on, but because this was a new game, it was so popular, there was this line starting to form. Now, for those of you who have kids, lines and kids do not go together well. So you're sensing some agitation there and some just restless energy. We were over on the other side of the playground. I looked over, and there was a junior coach who was dominating this game. Now, the junior coaches are 4th and 5th graders that we work with, who we teach to be leaders on the playground. We teach them conflict resolution skills, just the ability to include and create a warm, positive environment. So he's there, and we're looking at the line, and I noticed another kid in line named Sean. Now, Sean is a kid with Down syndrome, and usually he has an aide with him. He did not have an aide with him today, and he was getting particularly agitated. So we start sort of making our way over from the 4 square over here to the 1, 2, 3 shoot over here. Now, before we could get there, Sean gets up in the front of the line, and what we saw was Devon step back and help Sean get in the position for this, let him shoot first, and then Devon steps back and starts trying much more complicated shots than he had been doing previous to that. And this went on once, twice. The third time, Sean gets the basketball in, and I can't make this up, but the entire line just like bursts out in cheers. And the cool thing was, and the second kid got up, did the same thing. And when you listen to this story, you may think that it's about Sean, and in some ways it is, but really it's about Devon. It's about the empathy that he was showing, about the inclusiveness he was showing, the emotional intelligence he was showing, and the kind of skills that we at Playworks are partnering with schools to make happen every day on the playground. And I want to invite one of our partners up to join me for a minute, and she's Dong-Shil Kim, and she's the Executive Director of Cohort 4 in San Francisco Unified, and she's going to talk a little bit about the impact of Playworks.
Yeah, so good evening. My name is Dong-Shil, and I started as a teacher in San Francisco Unified School District 20 years ago. And since that time, I have wanted to have my place of service be with the most underserved populations in San Francisco. And most recently, where that landed me is supervising the elementary schools in Bayview Hunters Point. At our schools, there's a condition where many schools lack the stability and quality over time. And we know that this concentrates where there's high poverty, and many times it's a lot of students of color. And what I have found as a district person trying to get resources and support for my schools is many times partners will bypass schools because they lack a readiness or the capacity to absorb the services that the partner provides. And what I would say is Playworks for me stands out as a district and school partner that actually comes into our schools, stands shoulder to shoulder, and builds that capacity that schools need to actually take benefit from the programs. I'm at schools a lot, and I've seen a lot of Playworks coaches in action, and they are amazing, amazing with the span of kids that they see. The things that I see them do, so many times our children come to school without having the impulse control, relational skills to be able to be successful. And what I see Playworks coaches doing is modeling the pro-social positive skills that students need to learn to be successful. And they provide the opportunities, the outlets for that underlying energy and passion to be channeled in a really wholesome and healthy way. And so I'm a big fan of Playworks, and they're one of our most valued partners, and I would love to see their work continue to grow and flourish. Thank you.
Okay. And we're going to go to the video now, I think.
Everybody, ready? 1, 2, 3, sprinkles!
Recess is so fun.
I love that we get to play outside
And interact with your friends and stay active.
It's like a way to exercise, but make it fun.
Kids speak the language of physical activity and play and fun and laughter. Bottom line is, these kids need to play.
Now, we are going to be playing 2 different kickball games. One of them is called
Playworks games teach kids teamwork, communication, how to interact with different people.
That gives students an opportunity to learn the real life skills that they need for the future within grade school.
We give kids a chance to be a part of an activity.
Foursquare, pogo.
Some ball here, some jump rope there, some high five here, some good job there.
We use simple conflict resolution skills.
If I win, Kevin, I become a what?
And we give them leadership skills for them to be independent on the playground.
They feel so good inside and so empowered that they take that and they apply that to their entire day.
We create a place for every kid on the playground.
To feel included, be active,
And build valuable social
and emotional skills.
Guess what we're working on today? We're working on teamwork.
The more we help cultivate social and emotional learning, we can also help cultivate a higher academic learning.
When it's time to go back in class, we're ready to get set and learn.
And teachers notice the difference.
So, coaching Foursquare. Why do you think they listen to you?
We have a proven track record
Of preventing bullying,
And we partner with schools, districts, and after-school programs.
To provide on-site coaches,
professional training for school staff,
and to advise and consult. We're changing the culture of the school. We're changing the way the school feels.
through safe, fun,
And healthy play.
at school every day.
every day.
you can hear my voice clap 2 times.
Playworks helps kids grow.
They want to be leaders, and they just need that helping hand to get them there.
Every kid deserves the opportunity to participate in a Playworks recess.
I just can't wait to see where we go in the future.
And we need you
You
to make it happen.
High five.
So, just like in the beginning, I'm going to invite you to play with us. And this is what we know. We know that Playworks has developed an amazing innovation that has grown with parents and teachers and principals and administrators all over. We've grown tremendously, but we haven't scaled yet. And we need to scale because we believe every kid deserves this opportunity. And to get us there, we've set a goal of 10,000 schools by 2025. Now, we also know that we need to develop new ways of delivering program and new ways of partnering with schools to make that happen. And so that's where this comes in. We want to use our work here in the Bay Area to pilot new hypotheses and practices that we have cooking in our heads, and then to spread those throughout the country. Oh, stop, I have to stop. Okay. All right, so I'll just say that, that we invite you to come play with us and be a part of this. Thank you. And questions? Yes? So we partner with about 1,200 schools right now. So it's a pretty ambitious goal, but one that we believe is going to make a real difference. And we have communities all over Northern California that are asking for us: Salinas, Sacramento, Central Valley, Santa Rosa. So we know the demand is there. We know the market is there. We just have to test our ideas about how we can grow beyond a more urban area. Yes?
So right now it seems like you're a very service-based model in your organization. Is there, in terms of your scaling, are you looking at where other teachers can participate in the training?
Yes.
So that way it can kind of just replicate at a much faster place.
Yes. A couple of years ago, we launched our Pro product where we do go out to schools and we train staff, and we can do that anywhere in the country. And just last year, right here in San Francisco, we piloted what we call a team-up model where 4 schools share a coach. So the coaches there are 1 week a month, but then they're also more focused on getting the school recess team to embrace what we're doing. And we know there's other online innovations and other ways that we need to go to make this really work in a whole bigger regional way. Thank you so much.